today, and welcome to a, I guess, kind of ish review. My thoughts on Sonic Prime Season 2. If y'all didn't see the short I already did on it, I divulged a little bit of what irked me about Season 2, but I'm going to go into full depth here. I know I never did a review on Season 1 because I did do a full reaction series for Season 1 the night it came out, but when I uploaded the reaction to the second episode, my video immediately got claimed. I think it was claimed. Or just removed off of YouTube, either one, I forgot. But, so then I never ended up uploading the rest of that reaction series because of that fact that I didn't want to get freaking striked on my channel. So, I never did I know I said I was going to do a review for Season 1, but I never ended up getting around to it because I didn't have, a lot of... I had thoughts, but I didn't have as much as I do now. So, maybe, again, I'll say for right now, Season 1 I liked. I liked Season 1 very much. But, on to Season 2. I just, again, if y'all didn't watch the short already, I watched all the episodes already. I started at 3 a.m., it's 5 now. I just finished. But, Season 2, I'm gonna say, it did not hit. At least for me. I'm pretty sure for other people, they were gonna be like, oh my god, I cannot wait to see what happens, and they were like, oh my god, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna be very happy with this season, but I personally was kind of not. IGN actually gave this season a 9, and I was out here that was giving me expectations that this was really gonna be, hitting, but unfortunately not hit for me. I would say my first irk would be lack of Shadow. So obviously we're gonna get into spoilers here, but obviously the first episode, Shadow's there, and Shadow's fighting with Sonic, being like, you did this, you're the reason why Green Hill is gone and this whole mess is happening. And they pretty much fight, and then Shadow shows Sonic this ghost hill place. So basically, I'm pretty sure it's the original place that they're from, the Green Hill that they are from, but just a ghost town pretty much. And that's where the prism that they found in Season 1 is at. And then they're like, oh yeah, this is where it is. There's one shard here, but if we find the other ones, then we can fix everything. Then they fight because Shadow's like, yeah, no, I'm not trusting you with this to go find the shards. I'm gonna take your gear, the Schmidt he has on his hands and feet, and I'm gonna go get the shards and fix everything. So they fight, obviously. Shadow does end up getting it, and he just try to get into the, the shatter spaces, the other universes pretty much, but he's not able to. Then he almost dies or whatever, and Sonic saves him, and then he's like, yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I thought the gear was gonna be the reason why you were able to get in, but I guess not. So they basically team up and okay, fine, you go, and yeah, whatever. That was what kind of irked me, what? And then literally we don't see Shadow again till the last episode, or the episode before the last episode. Which I know technically you do see Shadow throughout, when Sonic leaves one of the Shatter versus whatever the flip. He's like, let me help you, and then he kicks him into another one. And then there's this one point where the Eggmen or the Egg Council, whatever the fuck, they're all going to the different verses. Well, they're in the the verse. I don't know how to explain that. The void area before Sonic goes to another portal thingy, and he's just making them slow down so that they don't get to the place where Sonic is trying to get one of the shards. And yeah, he's there distracting them a bit, and then that's it. Once they leave, that's it. We don't see Shadow again until maybe when Sonic is running, and he's like, Sonic, what are you doing, bro? And then he's like, and then yeah, and then the climax, which is they're at the Ghost Hill, and then 9 is trying to repair the prism. And yeah, which again, I feel a severe lack of Shadow was really in the trailer. It made it seem like Shadow was gonna be more active this season, which he kind of was, but I was expecting more of. I feel what should have happened is that he was able to go into the dimensions, portals, whatever the flip, the universes, with Sonic. That should have been what happened, but no, that's not what happened. Which is why? Come on, bro. Look, I like Sonic, but can we get some Shadow? Damn. And yeah, interesting thing they did do this season is that the the other universe counterparts were all starting to meet each other. Like obviously at less I can't talk today. The obviously we saw Rusty Rose and Black Rose meet each other. Interesting thing that did happen with that is that they did show them, like, they became friends and everything, which is pretty cool. 9 met the other 2 Tails counterparts of his. He met the Mangy and the pirate one. I don't remember his fucking name. And then Rouge didn't meet any of her counterparts, unfortunately. But Knuckles, well, the Rebel Knuckles met the Pirate Knuckles, which is pretty cool. But yeah, obviously they didn't meet the Jungle one. And then there's like Rusty and Black Rose end up like catching a glimpse of Thorn, and they're like, "Oh, who is she?" Like, which is a pretty cool moment. Like all the Amy's like each other, which is hilarious to me. Well, Thorn didn't meet them, but they saw her, so I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more development on that next season. But again, the Eggmen were just hella annoying. Like, they were already, like, obviously I'm getting the point that they're supposed to be annoying. It is a kids show technically, but like bro, like Eggman be annoying, but damn, bro. And then Metal Sonic, but in this he's called Chaos Sonic. Everybody already said when the trailer dropped that design was whack. Like, what is this, bro? I could literally draw this. And so we were like, oh no, the Metal Sonic design is really good. Like, stop lying to yourself. Why are you trying to cap right now? Like, no, that design was so bad. And you just saw the face in the trailer. When you actually see the actual body, like, what is this? And worst of all, he talks. And he's actually really annoying. Like, damn, I'm glad the Metal Sonic in the games doesn't talk. Because, oh my goodness, he's hella annoying. And another caveat. Well, not I don't even know what that word means. I am dumb. But, obviously they made the Metal Sonic, Chaos Sonic, a big deal in the trailer. Like I said in my shorts video that I just made, homie only lasted 1 episode. Which, for me, was fine. Because I didn't even like him anyway. He was annoying as flip. But to the people who were, like, looking at this, oh shit, a Metal Sonic, oh my god. Like, even though the design was whack as hell. Homie only lasted 1 episode. He wasn't that big of a detriment. Like, he did cause some issues for Sonic, but, like, homie literally got his hand handed to him, and not. Again, it took maybe kind of near the end of the episode for him to die. Like, what? How you gonna hype this one to be a big thing and then immediately get rid of it in the same episode that he, like, pretty much debuted in? Like, he debuted at the end of, like, the end of the previous episode, and then in the next episode he was dealing with Sonic. But yeah, no, homie literally died in the same episode that he was in, that he, like, started in, technically. Which is like, what? Like, how are you gonna make this be a big deal and then just get rid of it? Like, again, I had no issues with it because I didn't really like him, so I was glad that he died. But to the people who ended up, like, thinking that it was cool and everything, it's like, oh, well, never mind. I guess he's not gonna be an issue next season because homie literally just died in the same episode that he appeared in. Like, what? Like, I don't understand. Another thing too, this is personally, maybe a personal gripe of mine, it's like, yeah, it's a personal gripe of mine, is that as much as I liked the idea of, the counterparts of the original characters, I want to see the original characters. Like, I know the whole premise of the show is the dimensions and schmiz, the different universes, but, what I've always wanted in a Sonic show, like, besides Sonic X, I want to see the original characters, bro. And I miss the original Eggman. Like, I hate this stupid council. Like in season 1 they were good, but now they're just goddamn hella annoying. like, I guess it's supposed to be a comic relief, and I understand it's a kid's show. It's not made for adults. Well, us adults anyway, even though adults is probably the main people who are watching this show. But yeah, and it's like, oh, well, cowabummer. Like, you know, but what can you do? And then I'm gonna talk about the final episode. So they get to the Ghost Hill. 9 comes along with them. They have 3 of the shards. They have the one from the Pirate Land, the one from New York, and the one from the jungle. So yeah, obviously they go to the place where to build it. 9 is like, okay, I need to rebuild it, because if you put it in the wrong place, it could cause like catastrophe or whatever. So he's like, I need both. I need you, and I need Shadow and Sonic to get out of here. Like, I can't have any distractions. So they go out. Shadow's like, I don't trust 9. Like, I don't know how you can trust him, bro. And Sonic's like, yeah, bro, you can trust him, bro. Like, he Gucci gang. And Shadow's like, yeah, no, I don't trust his ass. And then the Egg Fleet, whatever the flip, I'm just gonna call them the Egg Fleet, the Council, whatever. They come in, and obviously they gotta go fight him off so that 9 can finish doing his business. So then, obviously, like, they're fighting. Shadow and Sonic are working together and fighting, which was pretty cool. I'd give them that. Like, it was finally great to see the team up. And then, yeah. At one point, when 9 is fixing the prism, you see, because in the Ghost Hill place, there's like holographic things of like his friends, like the Tails being like, oh, if I'm there, you'll always, and whatever, I can't remember the line, but yeah, and then Amy and the Knuckles and Rouge and whatever, and they're all just chilling there, and Amy's like, oh, the forest is beautiful, and but obviously they're not really there. It's just like the hologram or whatever, the flip, I don't know. So at one point when he's fixing it, they actually come back. They're like, what's going on? And Sonic was about to go run to them to go see them, but then it didn't work, I guess. I don't know, something happened with the freaking prism, whatever, and it went back to the hologram shoes. So eventually Sonic gets a power up from the prism so that he can defeat them better, and then they end up creating this giant ass Eggman, which is the actual original Eggman, which was like nice to see, because again, I kind of missed the original Eggman. And another thing too, how Orbot and Cubot were supposed to be in this show? Kind of sucks that they were only in the first episode. Like, I wanted to at least see alternate versions of them, because personally, Orbot and Cubot are my favorite part of the Sonic series in general. Like, I like them, they're hilarious, and it sucks that they weren't in it. But besides that, but yeah, they create a giant Eggman. Shadow and Sonic can't deal with it, so then Shadow's like, oh yeah, go to protect the prism. Sonic goes. He's like, 9. This boost ain't helping with the giant Eggman they just made. So what do we do? And then Sonic, and then freaking 9 is like, yeah, I'll help you out. Just might hurt you a bit, homie. So then, yeah, he gets a boost. Sonic, I'm gonna call it, he gets a new form, kind of ish, not really, but I'm gonna call it Prime Sonic. But yeah, and his eyes turn purple, and then he ends up beating the Eggman. And then when he gets there, the prism's all built, and then he's like, oh, what's happening? Why isn't everything going back to normal? And then he's like, oh, there's still one piece of the prism missing. And he's like, oh, that would have been great to know earlier. And then 9 is pretty much like, oh, but like, I was just doing this so that I can get a blueprint to see what's going on, so that I can go to the Grim, which is like that one place they went to in the first season, like this place that Tails, 9 wanted to go to, and like basically create a better new world with him and Sonic. But Sonic's like, no, bro, the fuck? And he's like, yeah, that was pretty much just for that. I had no intention of actually like fixing it and putting everything back to where it was. And then Sonic was like, I thought eventually you would see that we would be on the, we would be on the same page, that we need to get everything back to normal. But then 9 is like, no, I don't want to help you fix everything. We need to create a new world so that everything would be great and perfect. And then Sonic is like, no, that's not what the goal was. The goal was to fix Green Hill fix everything. And then basically Nine is like, yeah, no, he's like, I thought you would see things like the way I was, like the real Tails would. And he's like, I am real, but not your Tails. And then pretty much he's like, yeah, no, I'm done. I thought, thought we were friends, but I guess not. And then he takes all the pieces of the prism and he leaves. And that's how the season ends. Which I could already tell when and Shadow's also watching all this and getting pissed. Which, another thing, before I finish it off, Shadow was watching it happen and did not do anything. He just stood there and got mad. I'm like, Shadow, what are you doing? Like, I understand to end the season off like that, yes. But, like, the entire time, first episode you were kicking Sonic's ass. But you telling me you're gonna watch him walk away with all the pieces of the shard? Of the prism? Nah, bro. I was sitting there like, Shadow, what you doing, bro? Go beat his ass. Like, not beat his ass, but like, you know what I mean. Like, go get him and get the shards. Like, what you doing, bro? Just standing there watching. Like, that was like one of the dumbest schmiz that just happened. Like, and again, I guess obviously for the sake of ending the season, they weren't gonna do that. But it's like, Shadow didn't even attempt to do nothing. He just watched. And I'm like, what? But yeah, but I already predicted that was gonna be how things went. Like, when he told Sonic to, like, oh yeah, I need you guys to leave so that I can do this, I thought, okay, maybe he's gonna, in reality, he's actually just gonna do something and make it like a new reality, but in the way he envisions it. But obviously that wasn't the case. But he pretty much was alluding to that, though, with the Grim that he wanted to do. And it's like, oh, yeah, no, I don't want to help you fix your world. I want to make a better one. And yeah. But again, I already knew, I kind of had a feeling the way the season was going to end was with Nine pretty much betraying Sonic, which he kind of did pretty much. And it was kind of, again, it was predictable to me. I already knew. Like, it was way too predictable, which kind of sucks, but, what can you do? And then, yeah, that climax, it's a good climax, but again, the fact that Shadow just stood there and watched, like, I'm surprised he didn't punch Sonic. He's probably going to in the season 3 premiere. He's gonna be like, look what I told you. You can't trust him, and look what happened because you trusted him. Now we have to go find all the shards again. Dang. And, but yeah. But I don't know. And then throughout the episodes, because most of the episodes were pretty much, we're going to this place, find the shard. Oh no, they grabbed it. Next. Pretty much. It was a repeated formula each episode, which was pretty much the same thing with season 1, but it was at least a, kind of a breath of fresh air. Like, oh my god, Sonic going here, like, no, here are all the counterparts. I think probably they should have made some new Shadow Riches, to be honest, like new ones, but yeah, whatever. And then another thing too, in the second episode, he goes to the jungle again, and as soon as he gets there, remember how Thorn and him had that emotional moment at the end, like in season 1? As soon as he gets there, bro, because the robots are attacking and everything, she's like, ugh, what are you doing here? Like, what happened to the emotional moment y'all shared in season 1? Was it meant for nothing? Like, what? And, yeah, and then, how, like, the group, like, Big and Knuckles and Tails and whatever, the jungle versions of them, they pretty much were like, yeah, we learned our lesson, we have to, we have to preserve the jungle and everything. The robots are attacking. Thorn is there like, yeah, we gotta get them out of here before this, because they're destroying the jungle. Are y'all with me? And then Rouge is like, pretty much like, nah, bro, like, they want the shard, just give it to them and then they'll leave. Like, did y'all not learn anything in the first season? Like, what? But then near the end of the episode, they do like help fight and everything, and they're like, yeah, no, this is our home, we'll protect it. But it's like, why didn't y'all come to that conclusion earlier? And then again, Thorne is kind of like, like she's still kind of like how she was in the first season, which I thought she was gonna, be a little bit nicer, but she wasn't. So it's like, huh? And then with the pirates, I think we pretty much already knew this by the end of the first season, but the Dread Knuckles ends up being pretty much like a butt, pretty much. Like, he ends up making them think, like the pirates, that Sonic abandoned them and everything, and turns his whole crew against Sonic in order to get back his beauty. But yeah, which was kind of like whatever. I don't know, like, it started getting kind of boring to me, like the repeated formula of, oh, we have to fight these robots, and where'd you get the shard? Oh yeah, we got the shard. Oh no, they took the shard. Like the repeated formula of it got kind of annoying. And then when they go back to New York City, I mean, I don't know. It's just, personally, all in all, I feel like, this is just me. The repeated formula that kept having in all the episodes was getting kind of annoying. Because, like, okay, oh no, we have to get the shard back. Oh no, they took it. Oh man, now we're gonna go to the other one and make sure they don't get that one. Okay, let's get to it first. Oh no. And pretty much, for most of the season, 9 was pretty much held hostage by the Eggmans, which he was like, oh yeah, no, I'm working from the inside so that we can get the shards and everything. And then at one point, he's actually the one who helps the Eggman make the Metal Sonic, pretty much. Because like, oh yeah, well, how can we beat Sonic? And he's like, oh, you can't beat him because he's fast and everything, and you gotta think like him, and you won't ever think like him, And he's like, oh, so I gotta think like him. Okay, thanks for the info, homie. Thanks, bye. And that's pretty much how they make the fucking stupid Metal Sonic. I'm not gonna call him Metal Sonic, because I'm not calling him Chaos Sonic. But yeah. And another thing, too, is that there's one more thing. In the first episode of Season 2, they showed the fact that Shadow lost the Chaos Emerald that he got. But, like, are the Chaos Emeralds going to play a thing in this series? Because y'all had it there. The downside is, got lost into the black void or whatever the hell it fell into. So is this going to be a thing? Like, are we going to use them or anything in this series? Because there's why introduce the Chaos Emeralds as a thing in the series if we don't do anything with them? It's like in Sonic Boom. Like, they never introduced the Chaos Emeralds in that series because they had no use for them. But it's not, obviously Sonic Boom was just like more like a comedy show than it was a actual series. But it did not really have a contingent story, so there was no need for it. But like, it's like at one point there's like, oh, Knuckles from Angel Island. It's like, Angel Island? Like, when did we get into this? Like, but it never gets explored. It just gets mentioned. But I'm hoping the Chaos Emeralds do play a big thing in this series, because what's the point of adding it in if it doesn't do anything? But again, it's gone for right now, so there's not really much to do with it. But I hope we do end up like maybe using some of them, because that'd be great. Get Super Sonic there, or Super Shadow. But all in all, I personally rate this season a 5. Like, again, there were parts that were starting to bore me, bro. Like, I was starting to fall asleep watching this shit. And not just because I'm staying up late to watch it. It was, like, actually, like, boring me, bro. I was like, I'm really staying up watching this, bro. But that's just me. I'm pretty sure other people really did enjoy this season. Which, more power to you. I'm happy you did enjoy it. But it just didn't hit. Especially the fact that lack of Shadow, which is really a big thing for me. Because, like, what was the point of hyping him up that he was going to be in this season when he was barely there? Like, again, there were little parts that he was in and he helped a bit. But it's like, it would have been better had he been able to go with Sonic into the, the different universes. Because that would have been cool. But, and then with 9, it's like, again, it was really predictable. I already knew it was going to happen. Like, good feeling. And then, yeah. But again, I hope, I don't know, like, I doubt season 3 in the middle we're gonna get the original characters back. But I hope we do get them back next season because I want to see them. I'm tired of the freaking mangy, the 9. Like 9 is cool. I'm not gonna lie. And the pirate ones. Like, can we get back to the original, bro? And like they were showing like the past stuff, but there was like pasts in the universes that they were in. Like the past of the Egg Council got together and how they decided to make 5 divisions in New York City, so they each have one to rule. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, I don't care about that past. I liked it more in the first season when it was Sonic reminiscing on like what he had lost, you know, and him realizing that he took his friends for granted. Like, I really liked that aspect of like the before and the now segment that they used in the show. In this, it's like, I don't give a flying nugget that the Eggmen chose to make 5 divisions of New York City so they each can rule. Like, I don't care. Like, it doesn't really hit. But I've been rambling long enough as is. Again, it wasn't bad, but I hope season 3 though will be a bit better. The only thing that scares me is that I do not want it to be a repeated formula. Oh, we have to find 9. Oh no, he went here. Oh no, he went there. Oh no, he went schmear. Like, and then again, if they do find the Grim, you know, I kind of hope. I don't know what I hope, to be honest. I want to see the original characters because I miss them. I want to see Sonic reuniting and be like, I took y'all for granted. I'm sorry. Because I heard apparently, I maybe it was just a rumor, I don't know, but that they were going to have Silver and Blaze in this show. Like, it was going to be them, but them going to, like, alternate universes, and where Silver doesn't have his powers and he's a loser, and where Blaze doesn't have her fire powers. Which would have been cool! But I'm guessing maybe that was just a rumor, because I don't see any intention of them bringing Silver and Blaze in the show. But I would, personally, I would want to see more of the characters, like Vector. I would be down to see the Chaotix. Like, can we add someone new? Like, again, I like Amy, Knuckles, Tails, and Rouge, but can we add someone new? And Big. I forgot about Big. But yeah, can we add someone new? Like, damn, bro. Like, come on. Maybe Silver? Like, original Silver? Like, Sonic, what have you done? Like, the future's all messed up, and then it's like, it's a long story. You know, like, I don't know. But, all in all, it wasn't a bad season. It just wasn't hitting for me. But again, I hope everyone else did enjoy the season, though. I'm more proud of you if you did. Tell me thoughts about Metal Sonic down below. Did y'all think his design was whack, too? Because personally, I was. But anyway, I will see you all